Y'all can't stop me. This is forever. Forever, man. I mean that.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, driven all stars in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you when no, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now for Todd Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. throw. And James has it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Back to throw now on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Buying time to his left. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll set up to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie that stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
But it's brought in by Washington. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick to...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for a loss of 5. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one puts.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On third down, it's Mack. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Gun!
They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Leopard!
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Detroit! Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Here we go. Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And now it's second down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! Watch the slant. Detroit!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way. Onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that. I know. That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd down. It's Mack, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Here's Matt. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Green 39! Green 39!
Hey, let's get them holes.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run with Mack. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Back to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Hey, got three. No, check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
All right, here we go. 319. Gun. Hot.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Gun.
Now back to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. as his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff for Gurley. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his... And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback punching it in from a yard away. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. A spin. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better execution. Yeah,
and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Wide, get wide.
Over!
Now a carry from Mack. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them. Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit!
Fighting through pressure. Throw right side complete to Carter. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. One that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. It's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And on the ground they go with a running back. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Colts on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run for it. This is Mack. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Colts on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-2.